Hi, this is Gail Chord'S, and I am making a plea to the world right now that that we could find a scientist to help us. My mother is in Jesuit territory. She is in North Korea. She has been held hostage by the Jesuits. The Jesuits have been using their switch out technology on her, where they are able to switch her out with her evil clone because my mother, up until very recently, was not a born again Christian. About 7 p.m. today on December the 1st, 2011, Hugh Jackman tried to go in there to rescue my mother, who was teleported into Jesuit territory. My mother and Hugh Jackman are currently within the confines of one of the most strong Jesuit military bases with a very strong shield. And right now we can't retake Hugh Jackman and my mother out of this Jesuit military base because there's a very strong shield over the Jesuit base, and Hugh Jackman has been running for the past hour with my mother over his shoulder. What happened was that Hugh and yesterday, my real mother took me to a condominium to try to show it to me. She was going to buy it for me and let me rent it for a very reasonable price for her. And actually, the men on my marriage list were part of that. And what happened was, hold on a minute. What happened was that right in the middle of while she was showing me the condo, she was switched out with her evil clone, and the Jesuits transported her into one of their very secure military bases. And I believe this base is located in North Korea. I just spoke with Judge Terrance Jenkins through Skype, and he gave me some intelligence information. And when she was in there, Hugh Jackman went in there to rescue her. And he encouraged her to pray the sinner's prayer. See, if a person's a born-again Christian, they can't be switched out. And I've been encouraging my mother to drop her pride so that when she prays the sinner's prayer, her prayer will go through and she will become a born-again Christian. Hugh Jackman encouraged her to drop her pride so that she would become a born-again Christian, and I believe she did say the prayer and became a born-again Christian. And the Jesuits got very nervous about this, and they immediately tried to switch her out with her evil clone. And what happened is that evil clone came in there and started scratching at my mother and getting very violent, and Hugh Jackman had punched the evil clone very hard in the face and killed her. And then he had to punch a hole in the wall because right after that, the Jesuits sent in their military to try to get my mother and Hugh Jackman. And Hugh Jackman punched a huge hole in the wall and took my mother out, and he's running because the Jesuit soldiers are going after him right now. And he's been running with my mother, and he's somewhere in North Korea, and he's running with my mother on his back, and he saved my mother's life from her evil clone who tried to kill her. The clone is dead. We had to kill the clone in order to save my mother. Hugh had to punch her head out. He felt bad about this, but he had no choice. She was going to kill my mother. Right now, Hugh and my mother are in the North Korea area, and Kim Jong-Il is cooperating with us, and he hates the Jesuits. So this is not North Korea. The Jesuits are in North Korea right now, but Kim Jong-Il is cooperating with us along with the German military and the Russian military. And we're all launching a joint effort together to try to rescue Hugh Jackman and my mother, who are right now in Jesuit territory inside a Jesuit military base with a very strong shield, so we can't teleport them out of there. And I'm asking if there are any scientists out there. The way this shield works is it takes water out of the atmosphere, and it's like a water shield, and we can't seem to break it. It takes water out of the atmosphere, and then it causes the water to form like a dome over the military area, and we can't break through the shield to teleport Hugh and my mother out of Jesuit territory. If there's any scientist out there that can figure out maybe how to break up the H2O molecule, maybe using a hydrogen bomb or something, so we can break the shield and get my mother and Hugh Jackman out of this military, one of the best Jesuit military bases on earth. They've got my mother there. If we can rescue them out of there, we will offer you $1 billion reward. If you have any information on how to break this shield so that we can rescue Hugh Jackman and my mother that are inside Jesuit territory right now, inside one of their strongest military bases, you will get $1 billion reward. Contact Judge Terry Jenkins at yahoo.com. That's JUDGETTERRYJENKINS at yahoo.com. You could also try Gerard Butler, MD, GERARD BUTLER MD. Never mind. What I'm going to do right now is just, let's just do Judge Terry Jenkins at yahoo.com. And if you have any information, all of the men on my marriage list are working hard on this. Matthew McConaughey is part of the rescue operation. He's flying drone airplanes right now into North Korea and trying to drop fighting robots, which Hugh Jackman designed to help us in fighting these Jesuits. Judge Terrance Jenkins has been calling me on Skype to give me intelligence information to help us rescue my mother. Brent and Vladimir have just gone in with a supersonic jet to try to get into North Korean territory to try to rescue Hugh Jackman and my mother. And the North Korean leader, Kim Jong-Il, we are very impressed with him. He's really working with us, and he plans on joining our Church of Gail. And information on that is at churchofgail.com. I also request prayers for all Bible-believing Christians everywhere, that my mother will come to us and that Hugh Jackman will come to us safe from harm. Hugh Jackman, like I said, he's running with my mother over his shoulder right now, and he saved her life, but he's in Jesuit territory. And we can't break through their shield to teleport them out of this area. We know where they are located. We have a lock on their position, but because of the shield, we can't get them out of this Jesuit military installation. Like I said, the Russian military, the German military, and the Korean military were all in a joint effort right now to try to rescue my mother. The Jesuits got my mother using transporter technology yesterday. They switched. The way transporter technology works is that a person could be standing in one spot and they can switch you out with the clone in a split second, so that right within the confines of your body, your evil clone will land right where your body is, and the body will transport off to another location where the evil clone was, or wherever the Jesuits want to send them. And because my mother was not a born-again Christian yesterday, they were able to switch her out with her evil clone, and they were able to transport her over into Jesuit territory while I dealt with the evil clone. It was really funny. My mother was right in the middle of showing me this condo, and she had to go into the screen porch to cough. And I believe that's when the switch out occurred, right there in the screen porch. And then when she came back, it was like she was a different person. It was like my mother's body, but a different person. And that's when the switch out happened. And they kidnapped my mother once they switched her out. They can't do it with me because I'm a born-again Christian, but they did it with Brent Spiner at the Quebec trial, and they can even do partial switch outs where you could be standing in one location and they can switch just the bottom half of your body with the evil clone, and whereas the top half would be the real person. And that's what they did with Brent. That's why he ended up having sex with Laurie McBride in the bathroom, even though he didn't want to, because the clone wanted to have sex with with Laurie McBride in the bathroom. So please pray for us. My mother is in dangerous Jesuit territory. Hugh Jackman is with her. We need to break their shield. Maybe a hydrogen bomb. Any scientist out there, just contact Judge Terry Jenkins, JUDGETTERRYJENKINS at yahoo.com. If you have any, we will give you $1 billion reward if you can help us find a way to break the Jesuit shield. We want our nanotechnology research team to also work on this. We have a nanotechnology research team. See if you can come up with a way to break the Jesuit shield so we can rescue Hugh Jackman and my mother that are inside Jesuit territory. They are in the advanced military complex that the Jesuits have, and apparently it has really good shields. It uses some sort of technology that uses water, a water shield that we can't seem to break through right now. Like I said, all of the men on my marriage list, especially the ones up at the top, Gerard Butler, Matthew McConaughey, Brent Spiner, Vladimir Putin. We're all working, Hugh Jackman, we're all working to rescue my mother. Please. If anybody out there, any scientist can help us, contact judgeterryjenkins at yahoo.com. And the rest of the world, pray. God can help us defeat these Jesuits. Pray for my mother. I believe she's now a born-again Christian. Now we just ask that we can get her and Hugh Jackman back safely to us.